Hi there, Aquarius. Welcome to your reading. Today we're going to do a love reading. We're going to see what comes out for you and the person strongest in your energy. But we're going to start with you and what your current situation is. We have Temperance, Page of Cups, and the Six of Cups. So I do think that a group of you is currently focusing on entering a brand new connection. And we have the Knight of Cups. Lots of cups energy. There's a growing connection between you and a new person, Aquarius. So there's something that's pretty fresh, pretty brand new, bubbling up in your love life. For some of you, this could be somebody from your past, or for others of you with the Six of Cups energy, it could just mean that there's some kind of connection that's very balanced emotionally between you and this person. You guys really just click. And it's not something that you can place, but you guys click on a very easy, deep level. It just flows very easily with this person. But I do sense it's a very new connection and you guys are still trying to get to know each other. So seeing the Hierophant here is a bit surprising to me because that represents a commitment, things getting more serious, a more solid relationship. So someone in this connection is thinking about that possibly at this point. You may be at a juncture where you're considering if this person is somebody that you would consider a committed relationship with the Strength card coming out and the Four of Wands. One of you, at least, you or this person, feels very strongly about the fact that that's what they want for themselves. They want something committed. And then we have Death in the background. So someone, you or this person, maybe both of you, are very serious about the fact that you really want to be with someone long-term in a stable, committed connection. And so that's on somebody's mind because it's coming through as the primary part of what's going on between you and this person. So let's go ahead and see what comes out. Who is connecting with Aquarius? Oh, all right, Aquarius. That fell all the way across the table and down to the floor. Seven of Pentacles. Interesting. Who is connecting with Aquarius? Maybe dealing with a Taurus or a Scorpio or a Capricorn. I'm picking up a lot of earth energy and I am picking up a lot of water energy. So they could also have that in their chart somewhere prominent. They may have a Scorpio moon, or maybe Scorpio rising, or Cancer moon, Cancer rising, or Venus, something like this. Then we get the Six of Pentacles. So another six, lots of balance between you and this person. This is somebody focused on equal give and take. They want to make sure that they don't invest in a connection that is not going to be balanced. So they're being very careful and cautious in taking steps towards a commitment. If that is, whether it's you or them that really is focused on the commitment piece. This is somebody who's very methodical, very patient. They're calm and collected. They're very proud. They have a lot of pride in themselves. They're very self-assured, very balanced. So they want to make sure that if they get with someone, things are going to feel that way as well in the connection and with that person. Seven of Wands here. There's something that they feel they have to overcome with regards to this connection. Some kind of challenge. Tell me more about the challenge. Pick it up. But King of Swords came out to clarify the challenge. Tell me one more for King of Swords and Ace of Wands. There's a sense of urgency. There's a sense of taking charge, moving things forward, speaking things that haven't been said. So that's the challenge for this person. There's something that they're wanting to do or say that they haven't quite done yet, but because they're being methodical and planned and careful and wanting to maintain balance, they're, I want to say, being strategic about when to say certain things or do certain things in this connection, but it's not strategic from the sense of trying to be manipulative or trying to plan ahead for a specific outcome. It's more so they're really just trying to make sure they don't overdo anything or go too fast or cause the connection that you guys are nurturing to get off balance. And the Fool. But at some point they feel they're going to have to go for it and take some kind of risk. So there's something on their mind that they've been thinking about doing or saying with you or to you that they're getting ready to take action on because They also feel some kind of sense of urgency. They have to overcome this challenge. 3 of Cups. What else? And the Chariot. So they feel that there's some kind of competition for your attention or for your time. They perceive you as somebody who has a pretty full schedule, who tends to be quite busy or have a lot of friends or a lot of activities going on. And 5 of Swords. They're like somebody who's perceiving that they have to make some kind of move, gesture, or say a certain thing to you before they lose the chance or before their window of opportunity closes, something like this. And here we have the Star. So their attention is very much focused on you, Aquarius, and they're trying to be very patient. They're trying to be very balanced in their approach to this connection. But we have Death again here, and we had Death at the bottom of the last deck that I was pulling from. Here it is. So double Death at the bottom of both cards. So there's some concern here about things coming to an end. Behind that, there's 10 of Swords here. There's some concern about things coming to an abrupt end. It's almost like this person sees their window of opportunity closing to develop some kind of partnership or relationship with this person. And look at how interesting. In both of these decks at the bottom, you had Death and then the Emperor. This person is trying to reach a position of higher authority in your life, I guess, in a sense. So they want to make sure that if there is a chance that you will choose them as your partner for a long-term committed connection, they want to make sure that they're doing the things, saying the things, making the moves to make that clear to you that they want to be selected for that position, per se. I don't know why that came out that way, as if they're applying for a job or something, but that's the vibes I'm picking up here. This person's like, I get this one chance with Aquarius, and so I got to make sure that I'm taking advantage of this chance and that I don't either pressure or not do enough to move things along. I know I got to move fast, and I have to be consistent, and I have to really connect with Aquarius, but I also don't want to, I don't know, stifle or overburden Aquarius. There's some balance they're trying to achieve here, but also feeling a sense of urgency. So I do see that they're going to be making some kind of move in the near future, or saying something to you in the near future. Let's see if we can get detail on what that is. This is what came out first. I want a future with you. I want to apologize. I need your forgiveness. I'm holding on to the memories of us. And then ending. You're pretending that it's not ending, but it's time to let go and make a fresh start. So I'm going to pull again because those just flopped out very suddenly. But for some of you, you could be dealing with an ex or somebody from your past who is connecting into your energy and who feels like they have another chance or shot at this with you. So I don't know if you guys have had them reach out or not, but if that's the case, some of you may be dealing with an ex, and maybe that's why we were getting Death a couple times. At the bottom of that was I can't let you go. But like I said, I'm going to reshuffle to get a better read on the majority of you, because I think that was a side message for a smaller group. Here we go. I have lost all control of my life. I keep messing up. What else for Aquarius and this person? I want to apologize. I need your forgiveness. What else do they feel they have to say or do? Oh my gosh, we got the same card again. I want a future with you. See, it wasn't a fluke then. It wasn't a fluke. What came out was meant to come out. Wow. All right, what else? One more. Last card out flew pretty decisively out of there. It says it was my fault, but I blamed you. So I guess for the majority of you, it wasn't just a fluke. There is somebody that you're connecting with that really wants to apologize. Here it says, I left you before you could leave me. Somebody wants to apologize for the way that they behaved. Somebody definitely wants another shot at this, wants a future with you. So whether they've already contacted you or are about to contact you, they're really gearing up to say some things to you and take some actions towards this connection to solidify a chance of being committed with you and to you again. So this may be somebody that had some trouble maintaining the relationship before. You may have already dated them again. It certainly seems like you already know this person, but I also pick up the sense that it's a pretty new connection you're kindling. That's what was coming up from the beginning. So it's more like a rekindling in what I'm picking up here with the clarifiers. So what I would say is you're probably connecting or reconnecting with someone who you've dated previously, who walked away from this connection, or you just abruptly ended things, maybe ghosted you, did not follow through, could not hold up their side of the bargain. So at the bottom we had, I left you before you could leave me. They may have had some kind of self-esteem issues. But all that said, I do see them coming back in here if they haven't already contacted you, Aquarius, and they're very serious about trying things again this time and really committing to this time. It's almost like they got over the fear that they had the first time around. So that is all that I have for you. Feel free to drop your comments and questions and your likes. I truly appreciate that. And I will do a bonus reading if you guys have any other follow-up questions that you want me to cover. Thank you for being here, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care.